Alright guys, I'm at a Tesla Supercharger. I'm in my Model S here. I'll tell you about the blue painter's tape later, but what better time than right now to talk about a Tesla Model Y delivery time frame update. I'm going to jump in. We're just about done charging here, and we'll get on our way. Alright guys, I just left the Supercharger and headed to my destination. I want to talk about my Tesla Model Y update. The order update, because I had a order range or an estimated delivery date range from last, it was the 17th of July to the July 31st, so basically kind of the end of July was my range. Right after my last video, it changed from the 17th to the 16th and from the 31st to the 30th, so it kind of just shifted a day. I didn't really feel that needed to make a video. I thought I was going to get a VIN number because of that kind of shift, and lo and behold, I did not. I don't have a VIN number. I don't have don't have the car. Obviously, I'm still on my Model S. I'm keeping the Model S, but I was kind of disappointed. So today's the 17th of July. I get up this morning, I check the app, and my dates have changed. My dates are now the 22nd of July to August 3rd, so it's kind of been shifted out a week. What's interesting, I mean, someone might look at that and say, oh, hey, you're going to get it in like a week or so. And I just don't believe I am. This has happened for over 8 months now. I ordered the car almost a year ago. I ordered the car in August of 2021. It's now July of 2022. In just a few weeks, it's going to be August, and it'll be already a year. And I just don't foresee it happening. I don't see it coming because I just keep getting these delays. I have a text number. The Tesla customer support, they said, hey, here's a text number. We'll send you a text. You can text us as much as you want, and we'll answer questions. And so I've been texting them off and on the last couple of days and just saying, hey, was my car going to come this month? And they're like, oh, well, all we can tell you is that your estimated delivery date. That's all we know. That's the only update we have. So there's not a lot of information there. It's most helpful when everyone here from the community really shares their insights as to when they ordered and their spec and when they're getting it and so forth. So it helps to leave your comment down below so that we can learn from your experience, because calling Tesla really doesn't help. It doesn't they don't provide much information. I don't think they know. I don't think they're really withholding information. I just don't think the customer service people really know much information when it comes to the delivery, because they always say it's the production team that does that. One thing that was funny, I even tweeted out to Elon Musk, you guys recommended this, I did that. I'm like, hey, Mr. Musk, what's the deal with my order? Why is everyone else getting theirs before mine? Why am I a year now? And here I am sitting waiting for my car. It's been a year, and someone's ordered a performance Model Y and they get it within 2-3 months. Which is interesting because I went on the Tesla website recently and I wanted to see what the delivery time frames were if you order a car right now. This is July of 2022. So I went on, and if you order a car right now, this is July 17, 2022. If you go onto the Tesla website, you order a Tesla Model Y Performance with no options, just like, for example, the gray or the white color, no tow hitch, no full self-driving. It gives an estimated delivery date of August to October. So it's possible that you could get that within a month, because it's the middle of July. If you can get it in August, you can get that within a month, a few weeks of ordering that Performance Y. And here I am waiting for a year. There's something wrong. There is something wrong with Tesla's ordering system that puts orders like mine really on the back burner, and performance versions that have whatever the right options, or really no options, they're just flying right through the production system and getting delivered right away. Pretty frustrating as a customer. I even text the customer service people and I said, hey, can I change my order to the performance version and still get the pricing from last August, a year ago August? They're like, no. He's like, if you change, the pricing changes to the current pricing. So there's no way for really to me to change the order. If I change any part of the order, it reverts it back. I get the current pricing. I don't get my locked-in pricing from a year ago, which I want to do that. I want my pricing from a year ago because my car with $7,000 of options on it is only it's $62,000, whereas the same vehicle now would be almost $9,000 more. So $72,000, which that's just crazy. So it's worth it for me just to keep it as is, not change any of the options, but just to continue to wait. It's been a frustrating process, and I just hope that I get it soon. I really do, but I'm also not holding my breath because I've been burned so many months. Over the last 8 months, I've just kind of been burned. I get excited, and then it gets pushed out, especially because I sold my Model X. I had a Tesla Model X 2016 that I ordered, and I sold that in December because I was getting these teaser dates. I'm like, I'm going to get this in a week. I got to get rid of this thing. And little did I know that I wasn't going to get it until, not even until now in August. But anyways, guys, that's kind of the option. One other thing, guys, I want to talk about, and I think this is a real problem for Tesla, and that is the lack of superchargers. Now, they say that their supercharging network is expanding daily, and they're adding them all over the world. Well, in my area, I live in northern Utah, like by Salt Lake City, Utah, and I have family that lives in Las Vegas, and we frequently drive from northern Utah down to southern Nevada, and even down into California. But really the route that we drive is northern Utah down to Las Vegas, around Interstate 15. And here's a clip of this video. Today at like 12 o'clock noon, we pull into the Supercharger it's a city called Nephi, Utah. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, maybe 70 miles south of Salt Lake City. But it's really like the only stop. If you're traveling from Salt Lake City down to southern Utah or Nevada, it's really you have to stop at this place because you just don't have enough range to get to the next one, which is in Beaver, Utah, and that one has quite a few. That one has like almost 24 chargers, and all of them are the 250 kilowatt. Now this one in Nephi is 150 kilowatt only, and there's only 8 chargers. And we pulled in there this morning, or it wasn't this morning, it was around noon, 1 o'clock, and there's 4 cars in line waiting to get into the stall, and there's all 8 stalls that are taken. And so I had to wait about another 15-20 minutes to get into the stall, and then 35 to 40 minutes to charge. So that made that one supercharging stop almost an hour long, which was, it was kind of excruciating, just because in this particular area there's really nothing to see. There's a Subway across the street, there's a gas station, and that's it. That's the only amenities around. And it was kind of frustrating that Tesla is making these cars. I mean, they're delivering, their quarterly delivery numbers. Granted, these are not all in the United States, but close to 300,000 cars per quarter they're delivering, and that's probably only going to go up as their Texas factory is now starting to ramp up, as their Berlin factory is ramping up. Now, granted, all of those are probably going. That's worldwide cars, but even if only 100,000 of those cars per quarter are getting delivered in the United States, still that's a lot of cars every year being added. Tesla cars being added to the road. And the superchargers are just not coming on board quick enough to really keep up with the volume. And so that's going to be a real big surprise for a lot of Tesla owners. If you're kind of buying a Tesla for the first time and you're going to be road tripping in it, the wait to get to a supercharger and then waiting at the supercharger is going to be a big surprise, kind of a big shock, especially if you have to wait 20 minutes to get to the charge to get in line, 20 minutes in line for the charger, 30 minutes. You're waiting 50 minutes per stop every 200 miles. That adds up, and that gets old, and that really is like, hey, maybe I should just take my gas car on a road trip because, that's just a big inconvenience of waiting. So I think Tesla really needs to kind of step up their game when it comes to adding superchargers to the area. I mean, especially my area. I mean, it seems like there's a ton of Teslas on the road, but there's not that many supercharger locations, and there's not even, if I look on the map of Utah, and even like Nevada, southern Nevada, like around Las Vegas, around that route, there's only one supercharger that's even planned in the works, and that's going to be for next year. And so the fact that the charger network really hasn't grown that much is kind of that's kind of a pain point when it comes to traveling with these cars. And I hope that gets fixed, because every month cars are getting on the road and the Supercharger network isn't growing as fast as it needs to. And, I think that's going to be a problem. So that was a big frustration today, going to the Supercharger. But anyways, guys, that's kind of the update on my Model Y. That's kind of my experience on the Supercharger this trip. I did about a 450 mile drive today, and I've stopped at 3 Superchargers, and I'm almost to my destination. But luckily, this is my Tesla Model S, the P85D. It's a 2015. It has grandfathered in free supercharging for life, which is awesome. So if it wasn't free, it'd be a little more of a I'd be probably a little more frustrated. So the fact that I get free supercharging means that I do give Tesla a little bit of slack there, and like, okay, it's free, so if I have to wait a little bit, that's fine. At least I'm not paying for the charging. But if you're paying for the charging and having to wait to get to a charger, it's like the equivalent of having to go to a gas station and you're waiting in line for 20 minutes to get to the pump, and then it takes 30 minutes to pump the gas. I mean, that's a big challenge. But hopefully it changes. Hopefully Tesla can start expanding this supercharger network to really accommodate all these new cars. But guys, leave down below if you've had any experience like this at the Superchargers, and what your Model Y delivery dates are and what your configuration is, because that helps us all. But anyways, guys, stay tuned to the channel. Hopefully within a week we get another update. Hopefully we get a VIN number here. So hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.